Welcome, Unity Community of Central Oregon. We are so happy to have you here with us today. We are a welcoming community, and no matter who you are or where you are welcome here. You are welcome no matter who you love or how you love, no matter the color of your skin, no matter whether you are abled or you are only able to watch this and hear it because you're watching the signing. Whatever your capacity is that you bring to us, whatever your background is, we are so happy that you are here because we are here to embody love. And that's really all we care about, is loving you. So welcome. Let's join together and say our mission statement. We are a vibrant, welcoming, multi-generational, prosperous community, embodying love and awakening spiritual consciousness. Let's take that into music. Soul shine.
Let's return to me. Let's return to that place of unity, where we're all one.
We are here to love you, and loving you is easy because you're beautiful.
Oh, Eric, I love you, man. Nice.
And thank you, Minnie Ripperton, wherever you are.
Here you go. Turn to me. Return to me. Return to me. With every breath, return. And begin with me. With every breath, return. Return to peace. Return to peace. Return to peace. With every breath, return. And I begin with peace. With every breath, return. With every breath, return. With every breath, return. Return to me. Return to me. With every breath, return. And then begin with me. With every breath, return. Now let's finish this off with return to love. Return to love. With every breath, return. And then begin with love. With every breath, return. With every breath, return. With every breath, with every breath, with every breath, return. There's a new one that we've never done by Ken Drucker.
Yep.
All is well.
And the words are, all is well. And I can...
I can rest.
Sorry. All is well. I can rest. I am safe. All is well. Professionals, that's what we are. Yeah, you better.
All is well.
That's it. I got it. can rest. I am safe. All is well. All is well. I can rest. I am safe. All is well. All is well. I am rest. I am safe. All is well. All is well. I can rest. I am safe. All is well. All is well. I can rest. I am safe. All is well. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. All is well. I can rest. I am safe. All is well.
And may you all know the truth of that song, that you can rest. All is safe, all is well, for you are in our hearts. Let's turn to celebrations.
Good morning, Unity of Central Oregon. Celebration time, and I'm really in need of some celebrations this morning. I'm not gonna lie, these last couple days have been pretty emotional. So I want to focus on things that we can celebrate. So Cherie has a special place in her heart for Restore of Habitat is opening. Yay! So she wanted to celebrate that. So if you have donations to take there or want to go and help support some amazing folks and projects, that's a place that you can do starting June 1st. Patrice Goodman has a good one too. She got to see her grandbabies, yay!
Yay!
And she is planning a trip with family to Yellowstone and the Grand Tetons. So
Wow.
it's kind of, we're slowly getting to do some fun things again. Anita was sending out a prayer that there would be no fires caused by the thunderstorms yesterday. And so far, there have been no fires. So Anita, your prayers worked. We're celebrating that. And then I have a celebration pertaining to, I want to celebrate my parents. I was recently I was born and raised in Hawaii, and I recently asked my mom, my dad has long passed away, what made them move to Hawaii? And she said one of the main reasons was because my father's mother had remarried a man who was very prejudiced, and he wanted to be as far away from that as he could. And he loved Hawaii and said, I want to take my wife there and have my babies there. And I am so grateful that they raised us in that environment and broke that cycle and saw that was a good thing for his children and to start fresh. So I'm celebrating that. The other, thank you. The other thing I want to celebrate is Dick and Barbara Wolgamott. They are going to be moving up to Washington soon, and so we want to celebrate them as beautiful members of our community. And Dan Pebbles sent in for his celebration some beautiful verbiage that I want to go ahead and read. It says, "We are celebrating the incredible contribution that Dick and Barbara Wolgamott have made to our Unity community. Wisdom, compassion, love, and commitment from these two is beyond measure. Spirit sent them to us to help mold and shape us, and they in turn invested in our community's future at One World Center. Now Spirit has again called them to a higher purpose in another community, and so we bless them on their journey and know all will be well. Thank you." Beautiful words, Dan.
We are so sorry to have you leave. You have been such an important part of our community, and we love you so much.
That's right. You have left some really big places in our hearts and in our community. And you're not replaceable. I mean, you're one of a kind. You're loved, and you're so supportive, and the things that you've put in motion here are gonna be going on for a long time. And your generosity and your kindness and your thoughtfulness are just way beyond the norm. And it's so good that you were here. And all I can do is just say I wish you the very best. And Bainbridge Island is a great place, and you're gonna love it there. But we're gonna miss you here.
Hello, Dick. I just wanted to thank you for all the inspiration you've provided me with and our family and everyone in the congregation. I really appreciate you, but we wish you the best in your journey, and you and your wife, and I hope you have a great time with your family in Washington. And thanks again for everything you've done.
Hey, Dick and Barbara. It's Joy at Riley Ranch, and so happy to be part of this video. But I'm not happy about you leaving our community and realizing it's just a see you later and that you'll be back. And I just want to tell you that I think you're both rock stars, and so much love in my heart for you. So take care. We'll be in touch.
Hi, Dick and Barb. Dave here. We're going to miss you, and I loved your addition to the choir, and Dick, your always wise and sage advice and prayer mentorship, I guess I could say. It was wonderful getting to know you guys and having your presence with us every Sunday and beyond. You were such a vital part of this community, and I, for one, I want to miss you. So have a great time up in Washington, and don't forget about us. We love you, and we'll miss you. Bye.
Hey, Dick and Barbara, I'm wishing you all the best, sending you out to your new home with love and blessings of prosperity and joy and light and wisdom and grace. I love you very much. Have a great time. Bye.
Hi, Dick
Hi,
and Barb.
Barbara. We're so sad. We're going to miss you guys so much. So we wanted to send you off with an aloha goodbye. Aloha, oi. Aloha, oi. E ke ona ona no hikoli. Ipo, one fond embrace. Ahoy, ae, ao. Until we meet again. Until we meet again. Till we meet again. Aloha. Best wishes.
Aloha. We'll see you soon.
Till we meet again.
There we go. Now my mic is on. Oh, does that help? Okay. So Dick and Barbara are here. So the people who were too shy to do a video wrote you some beautiful messages. So that's for you. And then we've had a lot of inquiries when your guest room will be ready and what your address is. So tell us what you guys are doing.
Well, our older son lives on Bainbridge Island, and we're downsizing to a 2-bedroom apartment. Oh, man. So we've been giving away half of everything we own, if not more, and we're leaving on Thursday.
Wow.
It's coming up really soon.
So,
But the joy from having been part of this Unity family is immense. There is so much love and so much light in the community, and to watch it unfold has been an incredible blessing. It's your turn.
passing the mic to you.
Yeah, I think back when we first came to Bend, we had good friends that lived here, and they wanted us to come. And I said, well, is there a Unity Church there? And we found that there was, and it was a real joy to be part of everything, particularly to watch how things changed and grew. We started out at the Grange and all the things we did there, and how the community has just blossomed. And it's happened because this community really lives its mission statement of embodying love and awakening spiritual consciousness. And because of that, lives are changed. And when people's lives are changed, they share that information with others who also need their lives improved, and they participate. And so the community grows, and I think the use of technology that we've started to do because of the virus has enabled us to do even more. Mm-hmm. So it's a wide open thing, and it's wonderful that this community can shed its light in a broader way. And so it's been a joy to be part of it, and even though we'll be physically apart, we'll check in on Zoom, and as you pointed out, we'll probably be back sometime or another. We're not going forever to the moon or anything.
So I don't know, you can take SpaceX, right? Maybe you can get a ride up there. Well, we just bless you and thank you for contributing your beautiful, loving energy to this community. You will be missed.
Oh, wow. This is a very emotional day between all the things that are going on in our country that we are feeling, and the bittersweet joy and sorrow of loving our friends Dick and Barbara and knowing that they are just moving to a space that's a little more than 6 feet apart. It just fills us with emotions, and that is sometimes hard to carry. So we're going to go into a time of meditation and prayer folded together to handle all the emotions that we're feeling, and we encourage you to place a prayer claim in the basket with us. Right there in the description of the online video, you'll see the prayer claim. If you don't want to do it right this minute and you want to go back to it, you can go onto our website and just click on the Discover Prayer part, and there's the link to the prayer claim. So you can do that anytime, and we will get those prayers and we will hold them with you, because prayer, when we share it, is so very powerful. So let's start with meditation right now. And I want you to begin by placing your hand on your heart. This is very important. Put your hand on your heart. Our hearts have so much more power than our brains. Our brains will make us crazy with the chatter that they tell us, but our hearts know truth. Our hearts are where our embodied love comes from. So place your hand on your heart and just begin to say silently to yourself, I am here. I love you. We've been through a lot, and we've made it through. We will make it through this too. I am right here. I am holding you close. I will never forget you. No matter what comes, I am right here. You are stronger than you know. You are more precious than I can ever tell you. You are the love the world needs right now. Just be here with me. I am always with you. No matter what happens. No matter how challenging. I am here. And let's move into prayer from here with just holding. Hold all the people of color across our country. Hold them in your heart. And we say to them, I am here. I hold you in my heart. Hold the policemen all across this country who are reeling from the actions of a few, whose dedication and devotion to the people gets tarnished by the actions of a few. We say to you, I am here. I hold you in my heart. For the families who are grieving, I hold you in my heart. I am here with you. I feel with you. For those who are so far from their hearts that they are able to commit grievous acts, I hold you in my heart. I call to you from my heart. Come home to your heart. You have only forgotten who you are. It is time to remember you are love. To all of our leaders who may not know what to do, who may not have the courage or the wisdom, or who may be trying as hard as they can, I hold you in my heart. I wrap you in my love. I pray that you find your way, that you come home to your heart and find the wisdom and the courage that is there. To all of the people in our country who are horrified and want something to do and don't know what to do, I hold you in my heart. I am here. I love you. I feel with you. I pray that you listen to the wisdom of your own heart and know what to do. To all of our children, especially children of color, who are growing up and wondering what kind of a world they have come into, I hold you in my heart. I am here with you. I love you. May you always know how beautiful you are. May you be guided from within. May you grow up and remind us all that a more beautiful world is possible. May you inhabit that more beautiful world. May the suffering that we are all going through together be the birth pains of that more beautiful world. May the injustice that is glaring in front of us be like the meconium that comes out in the birth canal, terrible and dangerous, but part of the birthing. May we remember to focus on what we are birthing and know the truth that only love is real. Together we are birthing love. We are birthing a world where everyone knows themselves as love and can only see love for one another. Even though we don't know how to do this, we know it is happening. No mother in the moment feels she knows how to give birth, and yet she does. We are birthing a more beautiful, loving world. Let's affirm that with song. Let's bring everyone into that prayer song together.
Breathe in and know I am. Be still and and know I am. Let go and know I breathe in and know I am. Be still and know I am. Let go and know I
Let's say together, love is our ultimate reality, everywhere present and whole. It radiates abundantly and continually creates good in my life and in the world. As we gratefully acknowledge the presence and power of love now, we see the people and circumstances we hold in prayer healed and illumined by love. And so it is.
When you're weary, when you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I'll dry them all. Ooh, I'm on your side. Oh, when times get rough and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. When you're down and out, when you're on the street, when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you. I'll take your part. Oh, when darkness comes and pain is all around, like a bridge over troubled water, will lay me down. Sail on, silver girl, sail on by. Your time has come to shine. All your dreams are on their way. See how they shine. Oh, if you need a friend, I'm sailing right behind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your
I'm just speechless. Talk about a mic drop. That song, when I first picked it a week ago, thinking about we're starting a new season, we're setting off on the sea of creative possibility. I had no idea just how perfect that would be for today, because we've got some very troubled waters. The sea of creative possibility is not necessarily a calm sea. In the Bible, it starts out in the beginning. The Spirit of God stirred over the waters. What if that meant it started out with troubled waters? What if our planet is a planet of troubled waters and we are here to sail upon it? We didn't come here to just float on a calm sea. What if we are each the bridge over troubled waters for one another? What if the only way we get through is to be the bridge and to allow others to be our bridge? What if that's the way God bridges the troubled waters for us? I know you've heard that old story about the guy that goes and sits up on his roof because the floods are coming, and somebody comes by in a boat and he doesn't take it because God's going to save him, and somebody comes by in a helicopter and tries to get him to get in the helicopter, and he says, no, God's going to save me, and he stays up on his roof until the flood gets high enough and he drowns, and then there he is up in front of God and the pearly gates, and he says, I'm not supposed to be here. You were supposed to save me. And God says, well, I sent a boat and a helicopter. What did you want? So I know you've heard that one before, but what if the very saving that we are looking for is right in front of us. The bridge is right in front of it. It is the person right in front of you. What if together we all make that bridge and nobody is expendable? What if we knew that? What if the people that look different or act different, what if they are all building blocks in this bridge that we have to create together? What if we cannot afford to hate anybody? It's easy enough to look at the particular person who did a particular thing and say that was wrong. And yes, it was wrong. It's easy enough to be outraged. We all feel that. But what about the outrage in our own hearts? What about the hate that we carry for people who are behaving differently than us? What is that doing to our ability to sail on the sea of creative possibility? We have to take this seriously, because we are not here to hate one another. We are here to love one another and to create. We are creators. And this is what we have to do. We must sail on this sea of creative possibility. So how do we do that? One of the first things we have to do is figure out who's sailing. I had the experience this last week of having a visioning session with Reverend Jill, who does the most amazing work with opening up to divine inspiration and just letting it come through. And the way it works is she will just ask questions or maybe make a statement, and I'm supposed to write it down or write down the answer. And we go through this, and it's a lovely process. And we get to almost the end, and she asks me, do I have a question for God that we haven't covered yet? And so I think, and yes, I do. And I ask, what is it that I don't know, that I need to know, that keeps me awake at night? What is that? And so she says, just take a deep breath with me. And I take that deep breath, and she says, and write the answer. And I go, damn, I knew you were going to ask me to do that. I didn't want to have to be the one that answered that question. I wanted an answer from somebody else. But no, she reminds me of what I know to be true, that the answers are within, that there is no God that's out there, that it's within. And what answer do I get? It's like, yeah, you want a power from without to tell you all this, but the answer is within. You know this. You want someone else to take the helm, and that keeps you awake at night. What we need to know is that it's not the small me at the helm. It's not my ego at the helm, the one that thinks she knows all the answers and is more than happy to share them. It is the light that I am, the light that radiates out from me, that is at the helm. The light that I am is the helm. The light that I am is the ship. The light that I am is the sea of creativity and possibility. And that's not just me. That is true for you. It's the only truth. When we say we are all one, that's a hard idea to wrap ourselves around, because we look around and we see so many. But our experience is one. Our experience is the same. There's nothing that we can see outside of us that we have not known inside of us. We may not be connected to it, but it's there. And if we listen to our hearts, we will find it. We can only embark on this sea of possibility if we know we are the one who stands at the helm, and not the small we, but the great we. We are more powerful than we can ever know. I was talking to a good friend of mine this week, and she told me a story I hadn't heard before. I knew she had had this terrible accident that had left her in the hospital for a long time. She was in a coma for 25 days. But I didn't know the part that had come just before that. She was in the car. Her boyfriend was driving. And she had said, "I just want to be wise." And she staked a claim. She had studied with an indigenous elder for 2 years, and she had learned the power of prayer. She had learned that when you stake a claim, you can make it happen. But she forgot there was this little part that came after, in a good way. She forgot to say that. She was so impatient. She just wanted to be wise so much that she forgot to say, "I want to be wise in a good way." And it was within minutes that they had this major accident. She was airlifted to OHSU, and she was in an induced coma for 25 days. But when she came out of it, there was again a long period before she was what anybody would call well, and nobody thought that she would survive. But people would come into the room and they would feel there was something different here. They could feel the holiness. There was an Iranian intern that came in, and he was ready to make his chart notes and just ask some basic questions, and he looked up at her and he dropped his chart and he said, "You are a saint. You are a saint." And she took the clipboard and she wrote in illegible writing, "I am a saint." There was something going on. She had tapped into the power of wisdom that exists for all of us, and everybody on the staff could feel it. And as I was talking with her this week, she was realizing that the things that are happening in her life, or not happening, that she's upset about, that she's forgotten. She's forgotten that she can connect to that. And she's remembering, in a good way, needs to be part of the formula. We are more powerful than we know. I know that there are some of you, and I felt it too, that just want to say, "Stop the world, I want to get off." It just feels too hard right now. We want to rail and say, "This is not what I signed up for." Except in our hearts we know it is. It is exactly what we signed up for. Perhaps we didn't read the fine print about what it would feel like. Maybe we weren't capable as beings who incarnated of knowing what it's like to have a human heart and feel what we will feel. I don't know how all that works, but I know that we signed up for this. I know it is important for us to be here. I think to myself often of the role that I happen to be in right now, feeling like I am leading this organization. And I just want to just shove it all away and go sit in the corner and color or do something. And I can't. And I know that you're feeling the same way too, at least on some days. Other days, I feel honored. I feel so blessed that I get to be here and do this. But it's not It's not smooth sailing. I don't feel that every day because those seas are really choppy right now. And so if that's what you're feeling, please know you are not alone. Others are feeling the same. And we just have to hold each other. We have to hold each other so tight. We don't have the luxury of indulging in hate. And it's a phony luxury anyway. We must be love. The Buddhist teachings, there are 3 tenets. I have a client who is a practicing Buddhist. And he has been dealing really for a lifetime with so much outrage. And his work in the world involves defending people who are dealing with injustice. So he's right in the middle of it all the time. But the tenets are to first recognize, I know nothing. Second, to just bear witness to the suffering. And third, to offer compassionate actions. These are very wise tenets. And so as we worked together, I invited him to take all these things that he was outraged about and just say, yeah, I don't know. Try that right now with whatever it is that you're feeling outrage for right now. Just hold it and say, I don't know. We can take the what if thinking and put it on top of that and say, well, what if this is what's necessary to take us someplace so wonderful? What if it is? Would I be willing to bear this if it is? Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know. And we bear witness to the suffering that so many people are suffering right now. And we are suffering, and we bear witness. And there's peace that comes in that. When we let go of the outrage, when we let go of needing to know what is right and what we need to do, and we just say, I don't know, but I see you. Like an avatar, I see you. And then we listen to our hearts, and ideas for compassion, compassionate action will flow from there. And we act upon it. There will be difficult things as we set to embark on that sea of creative possibility, and we're so excited that we get to go out and create, and anything is possible. But there's also this thought that there might be some dragons out there, sea-serpents. What are we going to find? Oh no. Thunderstorms and choppy seas. There's a woman who is the youth coordinator or youth educator for a large evangelical church. And she has a little girl, 5 years old, who announced to her one day, I'm an atheist. And as someone who is charged with teaching all these children about God and prayer and things like that, she was horrified. And so she talked with her child and found out that in Sunday school, the little girl was learning that when you pray, you just decide what you want and you put that out to God, and then God grants that prayer. And so the little girl thought, okay, that seems pretty simple, right? So that's what she did. She prayed to God to show her a dragon. And God did not deliver. She did not get her dragon. So she was very upset, and she realized this must mean that there is no God. And so now she's an atheist. What she didn't realize, of course, is that the dragon is not something physical. A dragon is a metaphysical reality. It represents a fearsome creature who is filled with courage. We are the dragons that are out in those seas. It represents our courage, our ability to breathe fire and passion and put out into the world the things that must be put there, even when we feel small. So this week, as we begin a season of creative possibility, let's start by remembering who we are. Let's start by being grateful for who we came here to be. Let's set out on the sea of creative possibility, heading into the mystical waters, the unknown. We have no idea who we may yet be. All we can know is that we are love, and we can never be anything else, and love creates a world of beauty. So we set out now into the mystic to discover that. Namaste.
We were born before the wind, also younger than the sun. Yeah, the bonny boat was one as we sailed into the mystic. Hark now, hear the sailors cry. Smell the sea and feel the sky. Let your soul and spirit fly into the mystic. And when that foghorn blows, I will be coming home. Yeah, when that foghorn blows, I want to hear it. Oh, I don't have to fear it, and I want to rock your gypsy soul. Just like way back in the days of old. Then magnificently we will float into the mystic. Magic fingers play. When that foghorn blows, you know I will be coming home. Yeah, when the foghorn whistle blows, I gotta hear it. I don't have to fear it, and I wanna rock your gypsy soul. Just like way back in the days of old. And together we will flow together we will float. We will float into the mystic. And magnificently we will float into the mystic. Come on, sail with me, sail into the mystic.
Thank you. Thank you for reminding us that into the mystic also joy is included on that ride. And maybe we're ready for a little joy right now. So let's talk about some announcements of things that are going on, because one of them is bound to bring you joy. We're going to have a garden party this Saturday. It's a work party, but this is a way for you to get around other people. You can still social distance and be out working in the yard. So from 9 o'clock until 1 o'clock, that's when it's happening on Saturday, and you can arrive at whatever point you want to in the morning. The focus is going to be to prepare the space for future uses by weeding, leveling, and possibly moving large rocks. So I know there's some people out there who love to move large rocks. We're calling your name. And if you can bring a pitchfork, that would be helpful. You know, embrace your inner devil and just bring that pitchfork. If someone is interested, this is a great time to get involved in the garden work. The next steps are going to be building a bench, putting down weed and dust deterrent, developing a process for harvesting and distributing the food we are growing, and subcommittee development. So Cherie Swenson is the person to contact if you want to be part of the whole garden thing. And we're also building a labyrinth. We've mentioned this a little bit, but it was a concept that we have thought about it because it really aligns with our spiritual values of service and spiritual understanding, and we can put it over the septic field, which we can't use for anything else. So we connected with a man named Elian Meserve, who is well-accredited designer. He has created labyrinths all over the world. He lives in Bend, and he has offered to do this pro bono. We are so blessed. We are going to have a beautiful labyrinth. He was out this week dowsing to get the proper alignment of it, and so he creates the design through this dowsing process. And I always thought there was just one possibility for a labyrinth, but evidently not. There are many possible designs, and we're going to have one unique to our land. So if you want to be part of that, let's see, he did that. Matt is meeting with him, and they're going to get some equipment together, so they'll be leveling the space on Saturday, so you can be part of that too. So anyway, that's pretty exciting that is all happening, and in conjunction with nice weather happening too. The other thing that you can be involved with is the Unity Basics group. I've done several of these now, and they are so wonderful to just meet in a small group on Zoom and learn more about Unity, but also connect with people that you haven't met with yet. And pretty soon we're going to be introducing some new members that decided after taking this class they wanted to be members. So this is if you know nothing about Unity, or even if you are already part of Unity but feel like you don't have all the details you want, you could be part of this class. There's still some room. There's one that's meeting tomorrow night, actually, from 7 to 9. It's a 4-week group. And there's one that starts in the daytime on June 10th from 11:30 to 1:30. And there's a little room in both groups. Tomorrow night, there's also a spirit group host training that Kevin is leading, and if you want to be part of that, you need to email him, unitykevin@icloud.com. And this is really, it's so important. Right now, we are limited in our ability to connect physically with each other, but we are not limited in our ability to connect. And so spirit groups on Zoom are amazing. They're still every bit as wonderful as they were in person. There's less food, but otherwise it's still really good. Bring your own snacks. And what's so great is people can participate in this from all over, wherever they are. As long as they're able to be awake at the time that it's happening, they could be in a spirit group. So our mission to move out the love and embody it for other people is served by this. So, but we need hosts, and the hosts need to be trained. And so this is how you make that happen if you're considering it. It's not a commitment yet. You can take the host training and then decide, okay, I need a little more time. I'm still nervous about it. I don't care. But take the training so that the possibility is there, because we're embarking on the sea of creative possibilities. Maybe you could be a good host. Maybe you could handle the technology of pressing the Zoom button, or however you need to do it. Also, this wonderful opportunity to connect with each other through live streaming is possible because last summer we received a grant from Unity Worldwide Ministries to buy the live streaming equipment that we needed. And they have been so helpful. We've had mentors for our tech team, and they would like in return there's the survey that is on there that they'd like you to fill out if you haven't done that, but they'd also like you to send testimonials. So what has this experience meant to you that you've been able to participate in the live stream? Just say a few words, send us an email, and let us know. And again, you can send that to unitykevin@icloud.com. So just amaze him with how many testimonials come forth. Make him spend the entire day reading testimonials because we've sent so many. And then right after this, please join the Zoom lobby. So this is pretty easy, but to make it even easier, there's going to be a little help video that shows up as soon as the service is over that tells you how to get on so that you can see your friends on Zoom. So that's all the announcements. It's time for giving. So the giving is so easy. You can just text. I don't have enough bandwidth to remember the text number right this moment, but I'm pretty sure it's on the screen there. You can text it. You can go to our website and you can hit donate and set up a recurring thing. You can use the mail. Send it to P.O. Box 7558, Bend, Oregon 97708. We don't care how you do it, but please do it. Because as the commissioners have been fond of saying, this is an essential service. We need to be continually embodying the spiritual teachings. We need people at a time like this especially to have a place to reach out, to find hope, to know that they are loved, to have a way to awaken spiritually to a higher possibility as we join together. And even though you're not here, I know what is true, that your energy is inspiring me. And what you are going through, the wisdom that you have, is coming through me. So you are being reminded of the truth that you already know. This is what we do for one another in a spiritual community. And when you make your offering, you are contributing to that. You are contributing to a world that is not condemned to the actions of the worst among us, but a world that has the ability to reach out for a higher possibility, for a world that remembers that love is who we are. That's what you are contributing to. So put your energy in the form of money into that. And then let's just go into our hearts and know how blessed we are that we get to do that. Let's sing together.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Bless these gifts, the financial gifts, the gifts of talent that are represented in this room, our beautiful Dick and Barbara, all of us who are watching, Elian Meserve, who is donating his talents to us, all of the people who are serving in our community right now in the ways that they are serving, all of this we hold in this virtual basket of love. And we say together, from the love of pure spirit within us, we bless these gifts. We send them forth to heal, bless, and prosper. They are evidence of our faith and belief, and they return to us multiplied abundantly. And so it is. And now, the prayer of protection.
The light of God surrounds me. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds me. I am the love of God. The power of God protects me. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over me. I am the presence of God. Whatever I am, God is, because I am. I am. Oh, I am. The light of God surrounds me. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds me. I am the love of God. The power of God protects me. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over me. I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is, because I am. Wherever I am, God is, because I am. I am, because I am. Oh, because I am.
I've had a few questions about where to find the links, and if you watch your video by clicking the play button, look in the top right corner, there's a See More button. Click on that, and there are the links. You may have to scroll down to see them, but they're right there. There's our Zoom link. Now, if you're on a phone, same thing. Click on the play button, and make sure to click the See More button, and maybe scroll down to see all of the links in the description right under the video.